Okay, so to remove the rear bumper, it's a little bit different than in the front, but what is the same is that the side is held in with just one bolt from the inside of the car. So right here, where is it? Right there, you can see it's a 10mm that you screw out on both sides again, and then the rear bumper is also slid into its place, and then under the rear lights there are two, I believe I can find them. Yeah, two nuts on each side that you need to loosen, and then again the bumper slides off. So it's right there. Like this. Alright, and now we're at the back, so in the boot. And I have this extra bar here that's left over from the tow hook. Together with this, it's all going out. But as you can see right here, that's a nut, I believe 13mm, that you have to take out. And there's also one on this side. Those two you have to screw out, and then the bumper slides out. I already took off this brake caliper just to let it drain out into this container. It's gonna take a while, so just put that open, yeah, so it can do its thing. I had to take the car on the lift a little bit because I had taken it under here, but that when it's here supported here, I obviously cannot take out the rear subframe, so I moved it a bit to the front. So now I'm gonna start by taking out the exhaust. I'm not going to bother with trying to get these rusty bolts loose. I'm just going to use the grinder and grind it in a couple pieces, because as you can see it's trash anyway, and I've got a complete exhaust line that is new laying around for this car. So yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time trying to get those bolts loose. So get grinding, then I'm gonna loosen the drive shaft. Okay, so the drive shaft is connected to the guiba with 17mm nuts and bolts. So I think I'm just going to loosen or let the guiba sit against the transmission and just loosen these three. So it's really easy, just put a wrench on the nut, and then on the front either put a ratchet or an impact gun if you have that. And since the diff is already out, you won't have to loosen that up, of course, and then just here, two 13mm, and then the drive shaft is loose. So be careful, it's not super heavy, but it has some weight to it. Okay, there we go. So again, when you're loosening these guys with the imbus, make sure to not just stick them in like this, but always step on them with a hammer so that they get really good seated in there, otherwise you'll strip them. I swear, don't strip those. You're gonna be grateful taking extra time, not stripping them, doing penetrating fluid, heating them up, whatever, but just don't strip them. Now let's see if I can get these handbrake cables to move. I've loosened them in the cabin. Oh, okay. So I got the handbrake cables out. They were a little bit stuck inside. Okay, so you put the 14mm on the brake line itself. Make sure to get it on there really good, like this. And then your 11mm goes on the hard line side, and basically the rubber line you can twist, but this tab you can So it's the art of breaking this one loose without stripping it, and then just screwing it further out. Yeah, it's not gonna work apparently. So yeah, it's already stripping. I'm gonna try and see if maybe the one on the chassis has yeah, tends to help us a little bit better. Oh, okay. Ouch. If you really can't get this loose and you're changing out your lines, then you can just cut the line and you could put a round wrench on it, and also on the other side you can put a socket on it. So put the wrench on here and the gun. Yes! Oh, I'm so glad that worked. Easy. Face, and then we're good to go. Okay. Oh. I'm happy. That went better as expected, to be honest. Okay, so now it's just the rear subframe. So as you can see, it's held in by a big bolt that goes through the chassis, and then with a nut here, and also this plate that is connected to the chassis here with two 13 millimeters. So first going to loosen these, and then this big one. And usually the subframe won't just drop out. It's yeah, it's going to be stuck with the bushes on this bolt. And yeah, it'll take a little bit of wiggling, some prying here, but there's already a lot of weight removed here, so it's not yeah, so it's not giving pressure on the bushing. So yeah, it should come out fairly easy. The battery of the GoPro just died on the way, I don't know. So I was busy trying to get the subframe off. This side is loose, but the left side is not. And I've also discovered there's a bunch of rust above it. As you can see, that's quite rusty, and here it's even worse. Here, as you can see, it's just all gone. So yeah. I didn't expect that. That's yeah, sour pill to take, but yeah, well, it is what it is. Nothing to do about that. That's probably the most rust that I'm still going to uncover. So yeah, I can live with that. But so this side is stuck. I've tried hitting it with a pry bar, sprayed some penetrating fluid on it, just letting it soak a little bit. I'm gonna try and hit it like this to the side. Maybe that will break it loose from left to right a little bit, and then pry again with a pry bar on top, just to see if I can get it loose. So yeah, it can be a pain. If you're lowering these, try to get them to lower level. Otherwise, if you're going at an angle, then it puts extra stress on the bushing and extra friction, and you won't get it off. Alright, looks like hitting it from the bottom has helped. It came loose. So now yeah, I'm gonna put the camera on the stand, otherwise I'm gonna hurt myself. So now let's see. Just like that. Look at this. Just completely rotten. Damn, I really didn't expect it. Here it was almost completely true. Jesus Christ. So guys, I'm gonna end the video from the removal of the rear axle right here. I filmed a bunch of other stuff today, but I'm gonna end this video here and I'm gonna split up all the footage from the disassembly of the car in multiple small episodes. That way, when you guys are looking for something or you don't know how to do something, you can, it will be easier to look it up. Like I'm gonna make a separate short video on how to remove the gas tank, how to remove the engine. All that's gonna be separate episodes. Also the whole of the interior will be one episode, and I think I'll do one on removal of the doors and all of the glass inside the car, because that's tricky as well. So I think that will be much more interesting. I think like this it's a bit too much in one video and it's gonna be harder for you guys to follow and probably also less interesting. So I'm gonna try to keep it as interesting as it can be for a how-to video. But yeah, I'm trying my best. I love you guys. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out, give me a boost to continue. And yeah, I hope you have a good one. Peace.